Hello, welcome to Wingin It, and welcome back to another game of Major League Wingspan. We are very, very close to the end of the regular season now. Just a couple of games left to go, and yeah, still got a place in the playoffs to be fighting for. So hopefully we'll be getting a good result here. So this one is going to be a conference game. We're going second here, so yeah, we're going to jump into this game. Going to get a little look at the tray, going to let our opponent pick starting hand and then see what we get to work with. And all right, here we go on to our starting hand. What do we get to work with here? Okay, well, lots of brown powers, which is good, but not really too much exciting stuff. I mean, only a couple of wetland birds here. I'm not massive fans of it either, to be honest. So we'll have to, yeah, have some decision making to do because, yeah, as I say, the tray, not too much exciting there either. Let's see what my opponent's gone with. So there, keep 3 birds. Yeah, this is tough. We may have to go with the musk duck, which I really don't like. But it is a ground nest, and yeah, maybe there's something we could do with this meadowlark. Maybe this first end around goal as well. We can pick up some points there. Is the bonus card going to sway us? Well, to be fair, maybe it will. Enclosure builder. We can get some synergy there, so that may be worth going for. But yeah, I don't think really too much else. I think it's going to be musk duck and do some digging and hope that we can get a nice cheap forest bird. Maybe could even pick up frogmouth or Stellar's Jay as options to look at. So I think I like the Jay a little bit more though. So we'll keep the food for that. And yeah, I think that's going to be the way we go in this game. So we'll lock that in. I imagine we'll spend the fish here just to kind of keep the flexibility on the meadowlark and say maybe another forest bird, maybe the Stellar's Jay, but we'll see. I'm really not a fan of these kinds of wetland birds, so hopefully it's going to do some good for us here. And it looks like we're going to get some free eggs with the noisy miner coming down, so maybe we don't need to worry about meadowlark, but we'll see. For now at least, as I say, musk duck is going to go down, and we'll see what that can do for us in this early game. So yeah, noisy mana, don't come up against that too often, I don't think, in a 1v1. So this will be interesting for a bit of a change. Can definitely be a powerful burden. Sometimes one that you don't necessarily use. So interesting stuff. But yeah, grabbing the nectar there. So okay, let's go first of all off the top. Okay, another ground nest bird, not the worst. I think I do go for this Jay because I don't know. I'm not sure I want this oyster catcher, so I'm going to reset. And okay, we're not going to get anything, but we can take with that. Peaceful Dove has come up, however, so that's certainly one I would like to get my hands on if possible. But we may not necessarily get that choice, so we'll see. We'll see if it's still going to be there. Because if it is, I think we go for it, and it is still there. So let's pick it up. Okay, you've gone with the Maganza. That's definitely a nice wetland bird. But yeah, I think we go with this Peaceful Dove. We're going to reset again. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you, musk duck, for the little present there, with puffing coming through. So okay, yeah, I think we go in the forest here. I think we go with the Peaceful Dove. We go with the Stellar's Jay. I think I stay away from this meadowlark. I may lay eggs, but to be honest, if you're going to use that noisy miner, I can just stick an egg on the musk duck, and that's going to qualify me for the end of round call. So that's definitely a nice option to have if we can avoid laying eggs. And yeah, just focus on getting this forest going, getting these good brown powers down. And yeah, maybe we draw cards once more this round. Maybe we just start taking food and yeah, trying to get the food for this puffin is probably going to be an important task to be doing. But yeah, kind of just depends how things play out here. So yeah, 5 turns left. I think we do. Go ahead and yeah, get going with this Peaceful Dove. So as they should be able to take food, get rid of 1 seed, play the Stellar's Jay. That's just going to be good for tempo, good for getting yeah, this forest going a little bit. And then as I say, we'll see on this end of round goal. I mean, there's always a chance my opponent might have got another ground nest bird. Maybe they play that and lay eggs and try and do something there. But if this noisy mana gets used, I think we just stick an egg on the musk duck, and we're going to be, yeah, looking pretty good there. So we will see. Indeed, we do get an egg, so very nice. We'll take that. And okay, a couple of seeds here, so I guess we'll take those. And yeah, I guess we'll just do the one discard for now. Let's say get the Stellar's J in, so that's going to be a good one. Just start building up this forest then. Yeah, gonna have some decisions to make. I think probably this Eurasian magpie is not going to go in. You're not going to be laying eggs. You're definitely not going to be laying eggs now because yellowhead blackbird's gone down, so we won't need this teal power. This gull could be interesting though. So we'll see how that plays out for us. But I say Stellar's J. We'll get that in, and I might just take food a couple of times here, maybe just get a few seeds, ready to get some eggs on the dove. And yeah, I'll probably start throwing cards that I don't want just to get more food. And yeah, maybe this ring-bill gull, that could be, I say, nice option for enclosure builder. Build up this wetlands, get some more points when we are drawing, because we are going to have to draw a little bit. We need to do some digging at some point in this game. So if that's going to happen now, then that's not a problem. So okay, let's go ahead. Yeah, you're drawing birds, no surprise. Let's go ahead and take some food. And okay, I think in this case what we're going to do is, we're going to go nectar nectar. I think we throw a card and we take, I guess we take a fish here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this seed. I'm then going to discard it and turn it into an egg. And then now I can play this gull. I think that's going to be good because we're going first in the next round. We're going to be ready to go and draw some cards and score an extra point, get an extra card cycle when we do that. So yeah, that's definitely a nice position to be in. And looks like we may be getting this end around goal because I think my opponent's just going to keep on digging, and that's great. That's great. We've scored there thanks to our opponent using the miner and giving us a free egg. So we'll take that, and yeah, let's get this ring-bill gull down. So I say nice wetland option to have. Pick up our end of round goal points. And coming to the next round, what do we get in the tray? Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely May Duck and Canada Goose, all in one fell swoop. I think it would be rude not to. So what we're going to do, actually, we'll pick these two up. And then what we can do is we can tuck the meadowlark, go off the top. And then now we can use the musk duck and just pick up the Pukeko as well. So just a clean sweep, wipe the tray. Very good. Happy with that. And okay, well, I guess we go in the wetlands now. We go with the goose, the main duck. We go with the Pukeko. Just have a great time and just draw cards and score points. So that feels very nice, and a good example of how the round 2 tray can massively swing a game, because we've been very fortunate in what we've been handed there. So we'll take it and we'll roll with it, but we'll see what my opponent's going to do as well, because I think this is a really strong setup as well. Nice wetlands, good card access, good point scoring, and the miner as well for the egg access in the forest. So we're not going to be home and dry yet, even with this very, very nice hand that we've been given. But yeah, got to think about where we place some of these birds. Where does the Pukeko go best? Because we need to think about the egg space. So I probably want Pukeko in between. I was going to say in between the goose and the main duck. I'm also trying to work out if it's worth maybe getting the main duck down and the Pukeko and drawing cards for a bit and using those seeds to feed the goose. I think that might be the way, because this forest isn't great. We are going to need to rely a little bit on what food we can get. So okay, that's not too bad. Actually, probably what I do, I think I'm going to do like this, and we'll throw. I think Puffin's got to go. I think probably first though Cowbird goes. We'll take this as a seed and we'll go for a reroll. Okay, so yeah, we definitely want to take this as food. You've just drawn birds, so you're probably going to want to take food, so I might block this as nectar. And yeah, I think we do need to discard at least one here. But do you know what? I'm actually going to hold off because I can always do it next turn. So let's leave that for now. Because I'm hoping what we can do is get a free egg off the miner. And then if I get a free egg off of the miner, I can get 1 egg off the dove. I can play Pukeko and main duck. Then when I draw cards twice, I'm going to get the seeds and the eggs to then play the goose, and then we're just done in this wetlands, and we just draw cards, I think, basically for the rest of the game. So that feels quite straightforward to me. And yeah, as I say, if we can get those birds down, just going to depend a bit on the feeder rerolls, but we should be pretty well set, and we're going to be digging for Benelli's and Eastern Imperial Eagle and all that good stuff. But yeah, we're going to have lots of points going on, and as I say, we've got to think a little bit about the Pukeko, because these egg spaces, they will fill up at some point. Hopefully we can get at least a few birds to clear this out, and we're going to hit enclosure build as well thanks to these 2 birds, so that's definitely a relief. That's definitely going to be nice. But yeah, we've got to watch out. We've got to see what my opponent's going to do. Looks like maybe the digging is continuing here, so maybe we're not going to get the free miner egg, but that's not a problem. So I think we still go and take food here regardless. So okay, let's go and do that. So I think what we'll do, I think we do nectar seed. We throw the puff in, we take a worm, and then we re-roll and we take this. And now we work out how many how many eggs we need. So yeah, as I say, if we do, you think about this, I could get rid of 4 eggs. That would allow me to play main duck and Pukeko with the remaining 5 food. I could get rid of, if I got rid of just 2 seeds, that would leave me with food to play all of these birds, but not enough eggs. I'd only be able to play 2. So maybe the middle ground is to go with 3, so that then I can get 1 turn of drawing cards. I will, of course, then have the Canada Goose down afterwards. I've got to think about this birds with no eggs as well, so maybe I don't want loads of spare eggs on the dove. Got to think about that as well. Yeah, maybe if we do, let's think about this. If we do 2 eggs, we can play these 2, draw twice. We're then going to have 4 seeds. We play the goose, and then we sort of always have 2 extras. I think that's okay. I think that's okay, because I'm thinking even if I did 3 here and then got a free egg off the miner to help speed up getting these birds down, I wouldn't necessarily then be costing myself a seed that I wouldn't be able to play the goose with anyway. So I think we just go with the 2 there, as I say. And yeah, I think we can get these down, but this is kind of this could be the tricky part of the game, is now where we've got to work out the sort of most effective and efficient way of getting this wetlands going. Because I say, ideally you'd have the goose down first. There we go, free egg is coming through. Ideally you have the goose down first, so that you can gain the seed and then discard it on the same turn, rather than have to have the seed, discard it with the goose, and then get it back later on your turn with the main duck. But I think that's going to have to be how we play this. I mean, yeah, I suppose there is always a chance that you take food again here and give me another free egg. So I don't know, maybe we do play Pukeko. I just want to have it between these 2. I feel like that's the best place to have it. So let's yeah, I think let's just play it the safe way, which is going to be yeah, getting the birds down like so. So main duck going in first. Let's say we can do, I suppose what we can do is we can do, yeah, maybe that free egg has actually helped us a lot, because we can do Pukeko cards and then the goose, and we will have the extra seed ready to go straight away. Oh, Willy Wagtail's going down. Okay, that's a fun one, up in the forest getting some cards. So we're going to maybe see some tray resets, but we're going to be ready to yeah, capitalize on those. So let's go Pukeko into the game. And yeah, we're going to be able to get the goose down as well this round. And it's going to be a 7-point wetlands here. It's going to be lots of tucks. Lots of looking at cards, lots of cycling cards. So hopefully, say we're going to be looking for eagles. We're going to be looking for big point birds that we can potentially be playing here as this game develops. So looks like you're taking food again. So I don't know, maybe if we get I suppose if we get the free egg, may as well just put the goose down. Even if we can't use it that first turn, we get the extra card. Indeed, we do get the free egg coming through. So yeah, I think we go with that. So I say it would have been nice to flip the order, but kind of hard to predict that you're necessarily going to get the free egg coming through. So not to worry. Let's get this goose in the game. So yeah, nice to have this wetlands basically done by the end of round 2, and already got lots of points on the board. We're going to struggle in these nectars, of course. That's not really, yeah, what we're going to be looking at this game. We're solely focusing on the tucks that we can generate in this wetlands, and anything else really is just a bit of a bonus. So yeah, we'll see how this plays out. But I still think this is potentially a strong setup over here as well for my opponent. So free egg coming through. Yeah, we've got to think a little bit about this end around goal. We're probably okay. So what I might do actually is put an egg up here. Just thinking ahead to that last end around goal, where if we want to try and qualify for that, yeah, we may need to put the eggs in specific places. So let's start drawing cards. Let's start using this very, very nice wetlands. Obviously, as I say, can't use the goose, but we'll get our points elsewhere. Very nice. Take our tuck, and I think... Oh, catbird. That would have been nice. I think we're going to skip this musk duck, because we don't need the cards. We're actually still generating cards, because we draw 4. We only tuck 3 on the duck. I want absolutely 0 risk. I don't want to be using this power and flipping the tray and revealing good stuff for my opponent that they can go and pick up. So yeah, let's not have any of that if we can avoid it. We'll just play it as safe as we can, and yeah, I say hope that we can find some eagles, some nice big point birds, and yeah, there may be a scenario. I'm thinking ahead to that late game where maybe we get a good bird and maybe we spend 1 turn taking food and then playing it with some nectar in the grasslands. At least get on the board there with a couple more points. So we'll see how that's going to go. But oh, we actually tied the end of round goal. Okay, did you play a double play? You did. Very sneaky. So we've been caught out there, and we've been caught out with a raven coming up in the tray as well. So I don't think necessarily you want to pivot into that, but maybe you do. So we'll see. But yeah, that came out of nowhere. I was not expecting that. So fair play on the end of round goal. So we're kind of well set for this third one. Always kind of nice when you go Wetlands Engine and one of the end of round goals is birds in wetlands. So yeah, don't need to worry too much there. And yeah, we just draw cards now. And I say now that we've got the seed primed and ready, can use that on the goose. And yeah, get 2 extra points out of this wetlands each time. So we're going to run this for a little while. And yeah, Raven getting left, which I think that's a smart play. I think it'd be very, very easy to get distracted by Raven here, but it's clearly not needed. So let's go ahead and draw some cards. And yeah, start, I'll say, using this wetlands to its full potential. And I think we're basically just going to tuck most of what we're getting here. Not really too interested in. Again, we're gonna skip there on the musk duck. And yeah, just basically keep on going. And yeah, we do have to think a little bit about the egg space in the wetlands. It's going to fill up. That's just what we've signed up for. I think with this Becca. But yeah, even if we're not getting that egg in the late game and we're still scoring, I'll say 6 points each time, that's pretty good. But hopefully we can get some birds to play, and yeah, try and clear out these egg spaces so that we're actually getting some benefits. Okay, now you're resetting the tray. You're taking the gambles with the Willy Wagtail, revealing Gold's Finch, which yeah, could be an interesting one. that we look at going for. Oh, and the magpie lark as well. Well, okay, we can certainly double up on those. So, okay, let's go. Oh, wood duck, hello. Let's go. We'll pick one of them up now. And then, of course, once we've done the main ducks, I think probably we go tuck. Tuck. I might keep this condor because it's cheap. And it does hit enclosure builder, so there's a scenario where that's going to be good for us. We'll tuck these other birds. I think probably this warbler as well. And now we pick up the goldfinch here. And yeah. Oh, I suppose actually, no, because what I can do is I can refill the tray and I can get a horned lark. So what more do you want? Horned lark in the hand. Very, very nice. And yeah, I mean, I suppose it could actually be a viable play here with no grassland birds down. If we took food and played that, that would certainly help. If we're going to get some tucks off that end. Yeah, I mean, again, hits enclosure builder. It's a bird. We need a bird in the grasslands for that next turn around goal. So it's very, very tempting to take food here and play horned lark. So I might just go and do that. Yeah, there we go. Get some lovely, lovely nectar. So we'll take those. I think I'm going to take this as well. And I think we're going to skip. We're going to skip? Yeah, we're going to skip it. And what I'm thinking is if we have horned lark down and then we play the magpie lark, we can use the magpie lark at the end of the game to play the goldfinch and then use the goldfinch to play the condor, and then we max out enclosure builder. So that sounds good to me. And yeah, as I say, get a bird in this grassland, so that's going to be good for the nectar and for that last in a round goal. So free egg. I think we'll go on the peaceful dove here. And yeah, I guess we do horned lark. So very nice. Into the game. I imagine you're probably going to want to play a wetland bird here. So we'll see on that if that's going to be the plan. But I say otherwise, yeah, we just draw cards and we just keep on going and try and play these at opportune times. Just to make sure we're clearing out the egg space. But we should be good if this is our plan. So we can always upgrade this to Benelli, but it might still be worth playing even just for the enclosure builder. But okay, no, you've gone with a forest bird and nuthatch, so very nice. Let's go and draw some cards and see what comes our way. Okay, nothing good. That's fine. We'll do some tucking. Oh no, don't want to tuck you. We'll definitely tuck the stuff that we just drew because I don't think we're going to be playing any of that. And yeah, we're going to be skipping again. I do not want to be taking any risks here if I can avoid it. And yeah, the points are looking good. Points are definitely looking good as we come through. Yeah, into the final round, nearly here. So it should be quite straightforward for the end game. Just looking for those eagles, looking for something to play that we don't have to spend any food on. Otherwise, we just draw cards and yeah, take the points that we can get there because we know we're going to get lots there. So. All right, what are you doing? Hooded warbler. Okay, filling up this forest. Really avoiding the grasslands. Clearly scared of horned lark. Understandable. Why wouldn't you be? Let's go and draw some more cards. And okay, we're finding a lot of terrible stuff, but I think that's okay because yeah, so it's all going to get tucked anyway. Okay, red kite. That's kind of interesting. I suppose actually I get a free reset here, don't I? Because you don't have a turn, so I may as well go for it. Okay, well, Godwit can't use you anyway. But there we go, win the end of round goal. So excellent stuff. Happy with that. Into final round. Hello, my friends. Good to see you. We're going to be picking you up, Benelli's Eagles. So very, very nice. And yeah, we can definitely get you in the game at some point in this round. So we'll do some tucking. And yeah, may as well refill the tray at least. Okay. No good. But yeah, that's a no-brainer. So I think what we can do then, yeah, we can do I guess Magpie Lark. We might be able to do Magpie Lark and Goldfinch and play them both this round. And then, of course, use one of the yellow powers on this and one of the yellow powers on this. That feels like a good way to go about things. And yeah, I think we should be able to manage the egg space here as well, actually, because if we're going to play 2 birds, then we're not going to miss out on eggs. And hello, free egg. On the Horned Lark, getting us qualified. That's now 2 end of round goals that my opponent has qualified me for by giving me a free egg, so thank you for that. Okay, let's do, I guess... I mean, this Magpie Lark, we know we can use it because we've got the 2 eggs down, so I think that's a no-brainer to play that now. We're definitely going to get some usage out of that, so into the game you go. And yeah, we're basically set because we've got the cards for Benelli, but even if you play some grass and birds, we're going to have a couple of extras, I think, to use Horned Lark should we need to. So that's definitely going to be, yeah, a nice little option to have available to us. So we'll see what we can do there and hopefully get some tucks. But otherwise, yeah, feels like we know what we're doing. We just need to see if we get the other eagle, because 1's nice, but 2's even better. So I definitely wouldn't say no. If Eastern Imperial also wants to show up, and we can just play that as well. So probably only have a couple of chances to find that, but who knows? Maybe we can, and maybe we're going to get another free egg. So that's now 2 sets of eggs we've got for the center round goal. Yeah, this could be interesting because I suppose you might. I mean, if you've got like a Say's Phoebe or a Stubble Quail or something, it's probably the ticket to winning the center round goal. But let's draw some cards. Oh, we're just going to get the other one now. I suppose actually maybe now you're better than the Finch because you actually hit Enclosure Builder. So maybe now I don't even need to play the Condor. Maybe I just use the Magpie Lark to play the Mannequin, and then use the Mannequin to play Benelli, and then I get an extra turn drawing cards. Maybe I'll go with that. Because I know I can get, I guess it's 6 points drawing cards here. Because that last time we will run out of eggs. But that feels, yeah, that feels worth doing. So let's take the Skimmer. And yeah, as I say, that instinctively feels worth it, because in that case, the alternative to taking that 6 point turn during cards would be what the Condor bonus card is going to be. And is that going to be worth 6 points? I think probably no, because yeah, Goldfinch and Mannequin, basically the same points because we saved the egg here. But this sort of does the job of qualifying. So if we played Condor as well, we wouldn't even get the Enclosure Builder points. So it would just be the bonus card points. So no need to worry about that. But I suppose there's a world as well where actually maybe we lay eggs last turn. I would like to see. Hopefully, my opponent can give me a bit of information about what their chances are going to be of going for the center round goal. Because yeah, if we just took 1 turn laying eggs, if that would swing the end of round goal, that's going to be better than drawing cards. But there we go, Horned Lark coming in clutch. Thank you very much. What did you play? Eastern Bluebird into Sparrow into Turkey. All right, I think you're going for the end of round goal here. So yeah, maybe you are going to lay eggs. I suppose you get to 3 sets, but then so would we. If we did lay eggs, so I don't know. That could be something worth considering. But we'll just draw cards first of all, and yeah, see where that can take us. So let's do our tucks. See what we get here. Okay, busted. Well, we can't afford you anyway, and yeah, we definitely skip here. And as I say, we're going to have our decision here. But I think the best option is going to be... I think it's probably going to be to draw cards, but I say it may well be laying eggs. Oh, another grass and bird going down. Horned Lark, paying for itself. What do you play this time? Oh, the Wood Swallow. Oh, okay. So yeah, now you are going to lay eggs, I guess. So you're still only going to get to 3 sets because you get 4 eggs on top of 4 eggs on top of the 7 you've got, so it's 11. So it's only going to be 3 sets. So if we laid eggs as well, we would also get to 3 sets, and it'd be a tie. So we get 6 points from that. But so we know that drawing cards are 6 points. And I don't feel super confident about getting 6 points from a Condor bonus card. So I think, I suppose, we have got this red kite as well. Is there anywhere we can play that? I don't think so. Certainly not that's going to match those 6 points. So yeah, given that, so you're... Well, I suppose there's a scenario actually where maybe you have something here that gets a bunch of eggs somewhere. But it doesn't look likely. So I think we just draw cards. I think that's the safe place. So go ahead and do that. Take our tucks. Obviously, as I say, miss out on the egg, which is a little bit unfortunate, but far from the end of the world. All right, we've done all of our normal turns, and as I say, we're going to be able to get the mannequin in, and then that's going to play the Benelli, and that's just going to be big points at the game end phase, which is really, really nice. And yeah, maxing out this enclosure builder, which I wasn't really too confident of doing that at the start of the game. Obviously, as I said, a little bit of synergy with Musk Duck, so it's kind of helped out. And indeed, yeah, opponent does lay eggs and steals the end of round goal, so that's very nice. But it's time for us to do some very nice things ourselves. So mannequin going down, and then mannequin to play Benelli. We don't have to pay an egg cost, so very, very nice. Lovely stuff. Big points at the end. And we did lose the nectars across the board, but as said at the start, not really our focus. We knew we could make up points for it elsewhere. And plenty of tucks, hopefully, is going to be able to do that for us here as we come into the final scores. So, yeah, certainly some big point birds went down for my opponent there at the end. Lots in the forest, and then a late grass and surge. Decent on the bonus card as well. I think we did edge the end of round goals. Yes, we do bring that back slightly. Obviously, a few eggs courtesy of the Pekeko. But yeah, this is really what our game was all about. A modest number of tucks for our opponent, but yeah, nothing quite able to compete with the 58 that we got. So we're going to lose the nectars, but 140 is going to be enough to win this game up against 106 leads. So yeah, as I said, really kind of handed to us, I think, in the second round tray. Felt pretty on rails. From that point onwards, it was just a case of getting things set up and going from there, and a few little nuances, some decisions to make at the end with the bonus card, with those nectars, and very happy Hornlark got a couple of tucks. But yeah, really the star was the main duck can do combo, which is so strong. So we'll take a look over at my opponent's board. On the bonus cards, while I've gone up, very nice maxed out. Bit unfortunate with Nestbox Builder. But I say nice board. Definitely a good game there. Noisy Miner, Willy Wagtail, a nice combo, but that Noisy Miner, that helped me out so much. Qualifying, scoring points on those end of round goals. But yeah, really the Wetlands is what won us this game here in Major League Wingspan. So super fun one. Hope you enjoyed watching that. Nice to get a win on the board. We still got one game left to go, and hopefully a result there will see us through into the next round. So if you want to see more games from Major League Wingspan, do make sure you've hit subscribe. Make sure you are following along, and I look forward to seeing you in another game very, very soon.